Well, hello everyone. Welcome to our second week-long, but only Monday through Friday, launch party for Isagenix on Facebook. And this is our second roundtable discussion discussing how Isagenix has positively impacted our lives. Welcome everyone. It's great to have you here. I absolutely love you guys. Mwah. And I think this time I'm going to share my story first and I get it out of the way. And then we'll start going sharing around the our round table here, right? Our virtual round table. First of all, I'm 61 years of age, so yay for that. And I was introduced to Isagenix 14 years ago. And I've had a history of autoimmune issues and other health challenges. And I was also wanting to release, 10, 15 pounds or so when I first learned about Isagenix. And the way I learned about it was through my friend Renata. And she said it was this nutritional cleansing system. And she told me a little bit about John Anderson, our master formulator. And I'd met him the year before, so I knew his name. And I was like, wow. I was just like, I knew right away I wanted to do it. But I waited 2 days just to make sure I was, making the right decision. And I was involved with another business at the time, and I did see the business opportunity right away. Everything she said to me just made sense. And I really just couldn't wait to get started. So I ordered the product. My husband was on vacation on a kayaking trip. He got home and I said, honey, I told him two things. We have a new business and you're going to do this nutritional cleanse program with me. He said, really? I was thinking about steak and wine. And then he's always a good sport. So I just gave him a little space. I started the program about 3 days before he did. And I could not believe how I was starting to look and feel. And I was even releasing the cellulite on my legs, which was totally awesome for women. Seeing cellulite just disappear was just like mind-boggling to me. Well, then that weekend, Larry just said, I'm going to do it with you. And so both of us released initially in our first 9 days, 10 pounds and I think 35 inches for me. And I don't remember the number of inches for Larry. But the bottom line is that within 5 days, we looked and felt 20 years younger. And we couldn't believe how good we felt. And I was looking at Larry more than me because I don't look at the mirror all the time. I was looking at him and going, wow, and just each day he looks younger and each day he looks younger. And I said, this is like going in reverse on time. I said, oh my God, this is the guy I remember I met in my early 30s and all that kind of stuff. So it just really gave us all those feel-good hormones, just having that kind of result. And yeah. And then upshot was that we felt a moral obligation to share it with our friends and colleagues and business colleagues. So we didn't, we just couldn't keep this to ourselves. So we shared the good news with others. And in a year and a half, we retired my husband, and he was earning a six-figure income. So we had to earn a six-figure income in order to retire him. And we did that in a year and a half. And we celebrated by going on an Isagenix cruise, which I thought was really fun. And so did he. It was really a good break for him because he worked in construction, and he was so exhausted. He could barely get up a flight of steps. That's how exhausted he was. He was achy because of the kind of work he was doing. And once he got on Isagenix, he started to feel stronger, have more vitality. And once he saw the money coming in, he was really getting excited. And then to be able to retire and go on an Isagenix cruise, it was literally like we pinched ourselves and says, we're starting to live the dream now. And then we got excited about how many people we could help do the same thing with and see them live the dream, whether that is their health and their wealth. And usually for most people, it's both, even if initially they come in more as a product user. So at this point, I want to turn it over to Kathleen to share her story about how Isagenix positively impacted your life.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our second launch party. I just wanted to give everybody a shout out and say yay, and thank you for joining us this evening. So my story is really quick. I actually have a little bit of a different conversation, and it was actually before I found Isagenix, I thought I was in great shape. I didn't have a lot of things on my plate. I didn't have in my mind that I knew I wanted to feel better, but I didn't I just had no awareness of where I was at. And, but I did notice that I was starting to get more tired. I was coming up on 45, and I was running home and sneaking in for a nap, just, and naps. I mean, like, I just thought that was normal ways to be. I am an avid outdoors person. I love hiking, and I noticed that I was having a harder time doing the hikes that I really like to do. But I really didn't, I didn't feel very good, but it was just sort of something that I thought that it was just supposed to be that way. And I was introduced to the idea of nutritional rebalancing and cleansing by my really good friend, Kristen. And I've been using these products for about 7-8 months, not long, less than a year. And my big surprise was how much better I could feel. Within 5 days of starting these products, like Faith's story, like things just totally started happening for me that I had no idea. When toxins and time creep up on you, you just don't realize because it's so slow unless it's like a catastrophic event. And then, so I started to realize and look around and go, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. I really love what's in here. What's in it? I didn't even really do the research. I just was like, oh, okay, I'll feel better. And then I started to feel better. I was like, oh, okay, what is this? And within 30 days, I had done a whole kind of flip around. No more naps for me. I was brighter, happier, in a better place. Really, truly, I was just a happier person in general. I slept the night through with no problems, no aches and pains, no grunting and groaning. I remember the first time I actually woke up after I slept the whole night through, and I just started laughing, which was weird. I slept and I laughed. It was weird. First thing in the morning, no coffee, get up and laugh. That's how amazing these products are. It's just awesome. Today I'm back to my full potential in my excursion pack. So I do 5-day, sometimes 7-day, like out in the wild with packs that are 45 pounds, and it's doable, it's comfortable, it's something that I know, it's something that I enjoy very much, and I'm back to doing that and seeing the nature part of the world. And without Isagenix, I wouldn't have any of that. I would still be limiting myself to only, the smaller spaces and thinking in smaller ways and with less joy, because I just thought that that's how I should be. And I'm just super grateful to have it in my life.
Wow, I am so happy. And how about the change in your finances and where you see yourself going?
So that's actually an extra little gift, all of this amazing stuff. And I'm so new to this journey that I'm just starting to realize that with sharing this product, I now have been able to quit my job. So in less than a year, I've been working my business center for only a couple of months, and I quit my job and I work this business full time. The effort's there, and the opportunity is there. The company is amazing. The benefits and integrity in this company are beyond compare. I've never seen anything like it. I think the thing that sold me to being invested in this company was their commitment to personal growth and learning to grow as a person, and the fact that they have programs in place to help us learn to be new people. And that, to me, I've never even heard of that before. Any other company I've ever been in, it's you want to learn, here you go, in your own time, figure it out. And this company actually grabs us and helps us through these. It's awesome.
I love it. Thank you so much. I love it.
I'm so glad I found this company.
Well, I am really glad you did too. Teresa, would you share your story how Isagenix has positively impacted your life?
Yeah, hopefully I won't get off on a tangent, and hopefully my dogs won't. When we found Isagenix, we actually had just a year or so, a couple of years before that, we had lost weight on another program. My husband and I both lost 45 pounds. And so we were used to the meal replacement shakes, and we loved the convenience of that. But after that, we're both cancer survivors. I ended up getting breast cancer, and he is a past colon cancer survivor. So, I started really looking at what we were taking, and those products had toxic ingredients in them, and I didn't feel comfortable taking them, and I didn't feel comfortable sharing them with other people. And I also was at a really low point in my health. I quit my job. I had kind of a physical job, and I went traveling with with Mike up in Seattle area, and we were just kind of traveling around, and we stumbled upon Isagenix at a little health fair thing. So I did my research and realized that these products were just what we were looking for. They're clean, the no compromise ingredient policy that they have. It was a balance, a low glycemic balance. It wasn't a fad. It's just food, like clean food, yet with the convenience that we were used to. So we started on the program. It's been about 3 years. And I wasn't sleeping good. I was totally exhausted. I couldn't think, especially in the later part of the day. It was just all I could do to pretend to function all day. And that's exhausting in itself. So I started on these products, and I'm not kidding, within like 4 days, I was waking up, sleeping good, waking up, feeling rested. And I continue to do that. I mean, unless I wake up every morning, and exercising is something I want to do, not something I have to force myself to do, because my muscles feel like they have energy. So I really feel like it gave me my life back. And I still have ways to go because I've struggled with health issues my whole entire life. But over this 3 years, I just continue to heal and feel better. And I never want to stop. And so I love it. And as far as the business side of it goes, we were kind of looking for that too, because I enjoy helping people with their health. I was a manager of a women's health facility, and I really like that. But I also enjoy the time freedom. That's really important to me, and not being tied down, and being able to help more people by just helping one mom get her health in line. And she's out there, engaging with her husband again and doing active things, and her kids are learning good eating habits because of her example. And just to see how you help one person, but really you're helping the world. So this is just an amazing opportunity.
You said that so beautifully, Teresa. It's like a ripple effect, right?
Yeah.
It's a ripple effect. You help someone, they help someone else, they help someone else.
And we see that, and
it forward, right? We always say we eat the superfoods, we share the superfoods, and we get paid. And then it just takes its course. I still get paid on people that I introduced to Isagenix back 14 years ago. That sort of blows my mind, just that whole concept. But beautiful story. I'm so happy that you're feeling better. And I think your story is also indicative of the evolution, that it's not just like you do it for a month or 6 months or a year. It's that the longer that you're on the superfoods, the more your body will evolve. And there's a really good post on Facebook that talks about the years it takes for the body to detox at different levels. Have you guys seen that on Facebook? It just goes into detox cycle. And it's like a 7 or 10-year cycle that the body, as long as you're doing intermittent cleansing that we do with Isagenix, along with the shakes and the other wonderful superfoods that we have, that you're letting the body is continuing to heal, continuing to rebuild, and it doesn't stop. It just gets better and better and better. So the longer on it, the better it is. Thank you so much. I'm so excited for you. And Debbie, hello from Dallas. Share your story with us.
Oh, thank you. Wow, I've really enjoyed so much hearing you guys' stories, even though I've heard it, before when we've shared. Every time you share, it seems like it's sort of something new. So anyway, so I just wanted to say to everyone that has shared already, it was awesome. So for me, my Isagenix story starts back in 2006. And I was actually researching online, and I was looking for some type of a cleansing system that I could do for myself and that I could recommend to my clients. I've been a massage therapist for many years, and I've been a health, I don't want to say health nut, but just a health enthusiast for most all of my adult life. I've started in my 20s, and I'm 61 now. I'll be 62 next month, which totally freaks me out. But so I've done a lot of things for my health, and I've never had any big major health issues other than kidney stones and, some other little things like that, which that was no fun. But anyway, back to my Isagenix. So I was researching online, and I stumbled onto a website that had our friend Renata's picture and a little audio file where she was talking about her friend Joyce Patrick, who I also happen to know when I lived in Los Angeles. I live in Dallas now, and this was, many years ago when I was friends with Renata, and we'd worked together. And I was very, very intrigued. So I tracked her down, and I got on the product. I grabbed a couple of friends and my fiance, and I said, okay, you're going to do this with me. We're going to try this. And I was seeing all these results, online that Renata was sharing with me. And so I was very excited, but I'll tell you, I was also very kind of rather skeptical, because some of the results that I was seeing seemed almost a little unbelievable. But I had great results. I dropped 2 pant sizes in a very, very short period of time. And everybody that was on the program with me also had really great results. And now this was a big thing for me, just to even drop 2 pant sizes, because I had gotten to a place where I had given up on losing those extra sticky pounds. Yeah. I literally had given my skinny pants away to a friend of mine, because they had hung in my closet for at least a couple of years, and I had not been able to get into them. And so I thought, oh, well, that's the end of that size. And so I had given my pants away. But after Isagenix, after just a few days, I literally had to call her back and say, I need my pants back, because everything in my closet was too big for me. Now, that was really great, but it really went on to, this has been now, about 10 years that I've been on Isagenix. And
come on, baby, breathe.
Okay, well, let's see here. I think I need to look and see what's going on.
It's clear, but there's no pulse.
So, mute Penny here. And, okay.
Goodness gracious, there was some chaos going on. I want to know the story of that. But anyway, so long story short, my life sort of took some twists and turns within this 10 years. And fast forward several years, I found myself in a very stressful place in life where, I just had a lot of unexpected things that happened. And so the stress of what I had gone through really played havoc on my body. And I found myself really tired, needing to take naps a lot. I would wake up in the morning and I'd be tired when I would wake up and get up. Oh. And so I thought, okay, I need to sort of up my Isagenix and up some things that I'm taking, because I never stopped taking the shake. The morning shake, breakfast shake was just so simple for me and so great. I know I'm rambling, but I'm gonna be ending up here. I'm excited. So anyway, I added the Ageless Essentials with Product B, which is, our multivitamin pack, and it's a special, Product B is a special product to help telomeres and youthful aging. And I am not kidding, probably maybe about 2 months, maybe even as long as 3 months. But one day I realized, I thought, oh my gosh, my energy level is completely different. It is night and day different. I don't feel tired in the afternoons. I don't need naps. And so that has been amazing to me. It has just simplified my life. It's made my life so simple and so easy to have this great nutrition that's shipped right to your doorstep, right? And as far as the other side of the coin, the benefit, the financial benefit, that has been hugely helpful to me as well. My first year in the business, I actually earned more money with Isagenix than I did in my full-time business. And it has paid me for years. And I was able to actually go and do some things, to kind of follow my passion for a few years. And while Isagenix was paying me. And so now I'm like refocused and helping people, because the whole vision of being able to have that residual income and the freedom to do in life what excites you, and have money for retirement, more money for retirement. I just am very excited about it. Not to mention the people that I'm associated with, that you guys are so much fun. Everybody in Isagenix is great. So I feel really blessed to be a part of it. So that's it.
Debbie, that was beautiful. And you really spurred a thought in my mind. For people that are either on this video chat live, but especially for those that'll listen to the recording later, I thought we could talk a little bit about the money savings with our groceries, because when Larry and I started doing Isagenix, we both got on the program full bore, and then once we hit our goal as far as how much weight we wanted to release, we went on to what they consider like a maintenance program. And I too got in the daily essentials with product B, and my husband did as well. Larry did, and we just became an Isagenix family. And they say, and I say they did some research on this, meaning the company, Isagenix, and the input they got from their distributors indicated that the average savings per family was $2,500. Now, I can tell you that you mentioned simplify your life. You know that you've got your nutrition covered. You don't have to think about it. I think Teresa mentioned that as well. Simplify your life. And, perhaps Kathleen as well, that all of a sudden you don't have to worry about, okay, I got to have 3 balanced meals. How many calories? Where are the food sources? Is it organic, non-GMO? All of that. And now you've got 1 or 2 meals covered. So that simplifies your life at an average cost of $3 a meal. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Have you guys noticed that too, that you're saving a lot on your groceries?
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely saving in faith. That's a great point that you brought up, because when I first started, my breakfast was a Starbucks Frappuccino, a venti Starbucks Frappuccino. Every morning I would drive or walk to Starbucks and get a Frappuccino. And so Isagenix was definitely saving me money.
How much does that cost, ballpark, a Frappuccino?
Well, this was like back in 2006, and if I remember correctly, it was somewhere between $4 and $5.
$5, and it's got like almost 500 calories in it, and they're empty. There's nothing in those calories but fat and sugar.
Yeah, and it's a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
A lot of sugar.
Empty calories.
Every time I stand in a Starbucks line, which I hardly ever do anymore, except if I'm traveling and I need to stop there for a quick. Of course, we have Isagenix coffee now, so I don't really even need to go to Starbucks. But I remember standing in Starbucks in the line and just watching all the Frappuccinos going out and thinking, future diabetic, all these different health issues, because you can't, take in that level of sugar and fat and no nutrients every day. And a lot of people have that daily habit. So if someone says to me, well, Isagenix is expensive, which of course we know it's not, but if they say it's expensive and they're spending $5 on a Frappuccino or something like that, donuts or whatever it is that they're into, Coca-Cola, Diet Coke. Oh, the other day I saw a friend order a Diet Coke, and you know that what they use in those Diet Cokes is terrible. Anyway, long story short, people are spending the money anyway. It's just redirecting those portion of your grocery dollars to something that's going to make you feel great, protect your health, enhance your health, and save you money. I mean, when you really think about it, it's just like a no-brainer. And then the fact that we can eat, share, and get paid, it's just like the icing on the cake. And then, of course, we know we can all take this to whether it's a part-time income, replacement income, or what we like to call walk-away income and 7-figure income. And, I also like the fact that so many 18 to 35-year-olds, isn't there over 200 now with Isagenix that are making 6 figures and above? Isn't that an amazing number if you really think about it? And we're really just getting started. We're only in 14 countries so far, and here's what's exciting to me is the growth in the United States is still robust. So if you look at your own home country, I mean, where a company's located, in this case, the United States, actually Gilbert, Arizona to be exact, and the fact that we still have this growth curve going like this, then you know you're in the right place at the right time. And save on groceries, feel great. What's not to love, right, guys?
That's right.
You guys want to add to that? Anything else?
Right. Well, the only thing that I was thinking when you were talking about the cost is, most of the time when people are ordering their Isagenix, they're ordering for a whole month.
Exactly.
They're ordering and most people don't buy groceries that way. They buy groceries a few days at a time, So really, when you actually really look at it, it is less expensive. And when you add to that what it's doing to your health and the health savings that it could give to you over time, it just it makes total sense. And not to mention that, if you just share it with a couple of people, you can get your product at least half paid for, and then keep, as those two people share, and we know that duplication happens, then it's money in the pocket.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, just share with two, help them share with two, and you've got all your product paid for and a profit. That's very, very simple. And then and depending on what your goals are, just keep sharing the love, and you'll just increase it. And you're right, Debbie. A lot of times I just enrolled, let's see if I can get this right, my husband's son's daughter-in-law sister, Claudia. Claudia and her husband, Troy, enrolled 2 or 3 days ago. And and by the way, Claudia and Carol, or also known as Carolina, are from Brazil, but they now live in the U.S. And it was great because I had both Troy and Claudia on a speakerphone call, and everything was sounding great. And then of course you have to talk about the money. And I said, well, you've got these different options depending on what your goals are. And I asked him more about what his goals were. And when we talked about the 30-day program, and initially when he heard what it was, he was sort of like, whoa. But I said, well, you got to remember that's 68 meals. Have you ever gone to the grocery store and bought 68 meals at once? How much do you spend per meal when you go to the grocery store now? And just times that by 68. It's going to be way more than any of our packs, and you're going to get way more value. And it was so funny because he was feeling a little uncertain, and then all of a sudden Claudia jumped in. She goes, we want the wow experience. Because that's what I said. I said, well, if you want the wow experience, you want to check out this pack. She goes, no. And she just interrupted her husband and said, we want the wow experience. And they got 2 packs that night. Let me put it that way. And it was great. So I love it when I see a powerful woman take charge. And we're so excited for them. She said she got her package today, and she said it feels just like Christmas, and they're very excited to get started. Anything else that any of you want to add to this call that we're doing, which is, of course, going to be is recorded, and will be up in a few minutes after we do the call. So anything else you want to add?
Faith, I would just add one last thing, and it's just a reminder to people that there is a 30-day money-back guarantee on the Isagenix product. So, if for whatever reason you didn't like it, Isagenix guarantees, so they'll give you your money back. And it's not only just the first 30 days, but anytime anyone, like a new member enrolls, and let's say 3 or 4 or 5, 6 months down the road, they try a new product that they've never ordered before, they still have 30-day money-back guarantee on that product.
That is awesome, Debbie. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for hearing that. I also, have you noticed our customer service, how generous they are? If something slightly, not even really goes wrong, but just a little misunderstanding or whatever, they're just like, oh, we'll send you this product for free. We'll do this. I'm not saying they're going to send you all this product for free, but I'm saying that the customer service bends over backwards, and the company bends over backwards to make sure that our customers are happy. So if there's any question whatsoever, they're always going to say, it's on us. We'll take care of it for you. I just love that. It's just so, so awesome. Like, for instance, if someone wanted a vegan shake, and by the way, guys, soon, I think at the Chicago Isagenix University, they're going to be announcing the new vegan chocolate and vanilla shake. Woohoo! And for those people that want to stay all vegan, and even though we love our white shakes because of all the wonderful health benefits, these other vegan shakes are going to be super healthy too. And, but let's say someone ordered, maybe they accidentally ordered like the whey shake and they wanted the vegan, they'll just send the vegan out. I've seen that, it's like people, or, like it's the berry shake or whatever. So anyway, that was a good point, Debbie. Thank you for bringing it up. 30-day money guarantee, and with any new products as well. Anything, Kathleen or Teresa, that you guys want to add to the conversation before we end today?
I think we're good.
Okay. Well, sure appreciate you all three, and me too, all four of us. And I'm just going to say that we'll get this up on our Better Health Laptop Wealth event page. Next event will be this Thursday at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. Will be the vision call, casting the vision, and it will be with Bonnie Richards. She does a wonderful job, so we'll be getting that up there as well. And then on Friday, guess what we get to do on Friday, guys? Raffle! So we'll do the raffle drawing on Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We decided on that time so that our East Coast people wouldn't have to be, up, on the event too late, because we know Friday evenings is a social time. Again, I want to thank you all. You're fabulous. Love you bunches. And
Good timing by me.
next Zoom call, everyone.
All right. Have a good
Thank you.
Thank you.